Get myself situated. Faithful, faithful. I see that it don't let y'all know that it's live too. I be trying to get the notification too, y'all. Oh, I forgot my water in this way over there. Mercy towards me, your loving kindness. Day after day, forever faithful towards me, always providing for me. Great is your mercy towards me. Alrighty, let me clear out this energy here. Hello, my name is Deasia, and you are Orange Dreams, Desires, Ascensions, the DDA tribe. I'm here early, doing something different. My schedule changed on my at my job, so um, we have hopping on this a little early because we don't know how we're gonna act after work. How was the weekend? I know some people celebrated the 4th of July this weekend, and they're gonna celebrate it this past weekend. Sorry, and then this weekend people are gonna be playing planning on doing some grilling out. Probably starting Friday. Alrighty. The only movement that we have at this current time before I hop into this is faith. You could have been going through a lot of situations, and it just put you in a moment that you have to pray about it. And once you pray about it, you got to leave it to it, and you got to have faith. You're probably trying to time things. You can't time when you put it in God's hands. Okay, when you put it in the Lord's hand, the universe hands, you can't time it. Now you're putting it now that you're putting it in his hands or her hands, however you want to. At the end of the day, we do have a higher source, okay? Something that you were going through, you put it in their hands. And once you put it in their hands, you got to let the faith keep flowing through it. And you can't just keep timing it like, oh, well, why this haven't came around this time? Why this haven't showed up? Well, first of all, you gave it to them. You passed down the faith, and you said, hey, I cannot handle this no more. Can you take care of this for me? And if you have that mindset, then you have to allow that to flow through accordingly. Okay. So preparation is what I'm feeling here. They're 3 of Wands. So we're prepping up this movement. We're trying to figure out where do I go? So it could have been where you're praying for new beginnings, right? So now you at this moment, now where do I need to go? Do I need to leave this job? Do I need to wake up around this time? That's the only thing I would say that you would need to work on. At least move things out the way, allow things to move accordingly so that this preparation, this thing that you asked for, can be right there and you be right on time. Okay? So it's just preparation. Yes. The star card. So having the energy of healing, hope, staying calm in a storm, like even after a long hot day, them stars still appear on them at the sky. Even through any dramatic, it could have been a hard day for you, but guess what? When you looked up to the sky, the sun was still shining. When you looked up to the sky, the clouds were still moving. When you look up to the sky, the stars were still up there. The moon was up there. It's hello, hello, hello. It's the moment that that is just basically the universe saying, hey, everything still move accordingly. Okay? You just gotta have the faith. You have the faith that the sun's gonna come up, right? You have the faith that the moon's gonna appear. So why you don't have faith that things are gonna flow according to you, where you are gonna be the one who shines bright at the end of the day? Ooh. Okay. And then you have the Four of Pentacles. So this could be on the sense of money as well, preparation for money. Maybe we're holding money to the side. Or it could have been like, hey, I'm praying for this new car. I'm praying for this new home. Or I'm praying for this new business. Well, it's time to make some things change, make some movements. You get what I'm saying? Like as far as in, like they say before you pay for your bills, and this is on some financial, if you ever get that financial help, they say before you pay for your bills, you pay for yourself first, and then you take care of your bills. So it could be in that lines right there, where you have so much faith, where you like, I want this new job, I want this new car, I need this new home to come in line for my family, right? Well, if you keep putting money in other people's pots and beside your own, okay? So you got to worry about that pot, which is your pot, okay? Start holding, take, handle your money wisely. Some people are seeing how your money is just starting to add up, right? And they probably are the ones who are waiting at this current time. They're seeing your growth. They're probably seeing the growth, and they're currently waiting. Like, I wonder when, my DDA tribe is going to give me some money. Or it could be where they're talking to you. You could have friends that come and talk to you on the phone, and they're automatically just volunteering their problems to you. The reason why they're volunteering their problems, because they know you that person that be saving up your money. They know you probably be fake broke. You be acting broke. They know that. And that's probably why they be throwing all their burdens on you. Be mindful of those energies, okay? Because they actually see the star. They see what you don't see at this moment. Even though you're putting the faith in and you trying to move about faith, these people already see that movement, okay? Yeah, let's make a blind decision. You're going to have to make a blind decision on making, as far as in who to share to, who not to share to. Don't let your left know what your right is doing. That's this type of energy that I'm feeling here when it comes down, especially to this preparation. Don't let your left know what your right is doing. It's a lot of people that's going to be over here in your energy. They're prepping. They're ready. They probably got one hand on you. Like, they're probably the ones who can text you here and there, and you just, hey, how you doing? And you just be dropping all your information to them, and they just, all right, cool, and they just continue on. Like I said, they're a burden. They're low-key a burden to you, okay? Now, they could be the ones who are hindering your personal growth as well. Okay, so it could be on the sense of someone calling you, and y'all dropping each other's information to each other, talking it up, and this person, you're feeling really happy about this situation. You got all this big faith going on, right? Hey, I put this application in, this, and I'm making this movement. Well, this person is already going through burdens, right? Now, like I said, be mindful with who you talking to. Be mindful with your left and your right nose. So if your right is doing all right, then that's who you can tell. But if your left is basically pushing you and they're like in that burden stage, don't be telling them everything that's going on, okay? Because at this current time, they're probably making risky decisions. They're making big risks, and you're gonna find this out. Okay, this is how you determine who needs to be around you and who don't need to be around you during this faith movement that you're doing, okay? Because we're on a movement of faith. So be mindful of the people who are not moving in faith, okay? Birds of a feather flock together, okay? When it comes down to that. So be mindful of that. So if you're sitting here and you're moving in faith, but you got somebody that doesn't move in faith, it's no need for you to be around that energy right now, because they could end up putting you in that burden where you are going to feel like everything is a load on you when you already gave the faith. You already sent it to the universe and said, hey, can you fix this up for me? And then they'll bring it back to you, and it's going to move accordingly. Okay. Someone's looking at like long term or stability, basically trying to build something up, juggling at this current time. You could be juggling back and forth, like on the sense of long-term relationships. Like I stated before, if this person's already going through burdens and going, they have a whole bunch of load on them, there's no need for you to sit here and continue to entertain them, especially if you're going through this movement, because nothing on this movement needs to be alternator at any moment. Okay, we're moving things out the way, clearing path. So if this person is over here lacking your faith, you gotta let it go for a little while. I'm not saying cut them off clean like how they're saying, cut them off clean. I'm not saying that. But you could be on the sense of giving them a long-handed spoon, like giving them bits and pieces. Like if they come and talk to you, you don't have to give them so much details, even though they're gonna load you up with details. Ooh, mercy. Someone's trying to caught that. So nobody, maybe this person don't like you speaking your feelings or speaking your mind. It could be on the sense of that, where someone is just not ready for you to be so vocal with them about how you feel. And here we go. And we got the King of Cups. So the King of Cups is basically the emotional stable person. Like I'm emotionally balanced. I'm controlling my emotions. This person can't, if this person, the one I'm telling you that you might have to cut off, don't let your left know what your right is doing. This person could be an unemotional person. They're out of whack. They be probably coming to you when they be flying off the hinges. They got things going on. They don't even know how to get their stuff aligned. They'll rely on you. Okay? Be careful of that. Please be careful of that, because even though you give that leadership and you have that empathy going on for this person, or you got empathy for people who keep coming and just loading burdens on you. I mean, like, I'm feeling every time they call you, they got an issue. Like every time that phone ring, you gotta be like, do I really want to talk to you right now? And if you feel that way, that's your spirit's already saying, don't even put yourself in that situation. It's okay for you to take your time. Hey, alarm, wake up. Maybe it's time for us to wake up to this situation. Okay? We could be juggling at this current time our emotions as well, trying to figure out, like I stated before, we probably put all our time and faith into this one situation, right? And then we're trying to push it out, but we're like, well, I thought it was going to come around at this time. I thought it was going to show up at this time. Yeah, just give it some time. Okay. First of all, you got to get some things. You got to get certain people out your way too. Cause you got some people here that's waiting. Okay. They're more prepared for your blessing than you are. And you didn't even know it, but they are prepared for your blessing more than you are. And they ready. Okay, we got an Aries, we got Libra, we got Aquarius, Capricorn, got Capricorn again, Virgo, and Sagittarius. This could also be in your chart or in an element that you're moving in. Okay, so not saying like, okay, just because you're not one of these, let's take it on another way. Okay, Aries is a fire sign, Libra is an air sign. Something could be more of a, I'm in a balance of, I want to get up and move, but then at the same time, I'm second guessing it. I'm thinking about it. So you want to, they say walk it like you talk it. That's where you at. Like, I'm trying to walk it like I talk it. Maybe you prepped everything up. You heard you done told everybody all these plans, and everybody like, yeah, that's a good plan. That's a good plan. But you haven't moved yet. What's the reason why you haven't moved yet? Because everything ain't ready yet. Everything ain't ready. That's why they're like, the spirit's like, well, why are you even talking? Why are you telling everybody? I thought you gave it to me. I thought you told me about it. I thought you said, let me handle it. And if so, let them handle it. Let the faith of work handle it, okay? We got the Page of Cups. This could be a younger energy, or like I was saying, you got the King of Cups and then the Page of Cups. So someone could be the one that's more emotionally balanced than the other person. This person's more immature. They're like a firecracker. They pop off immediately. Someone could be they could have road rage as well, or you can have road rage, like just quick temper, or something's going to be coming straight in your, like, in the midst. It's just going to flow quickly for you, okay? And then you got the Page of Pentacles. So it could be something very small. It's going to start small and then it's going to build up. Okay? You probably thinking about this at this current time. This is something that you are, it's like a overly thought process. Like I stated before, you're in this movement like, dang, like maybe your mind is like, oh, let's go do this, let's go do this, let's go do this, but your feet are not doing that. It's the reason why your feet are not doing that. Okay? And you probably getting a little aggravated with yourself, you know. Let's see. Let's pull some, since it's Monday, and like I stated before, my schedule has changed, so I won't be able to do that Money Monday sooner. So we're gonna throw these money finance decks, the financial information in here, since I do see a lot of pentacles and stuff. So it could be on the sense of we trying to save up money to get that house and get that car, or just trying to find a new job or a second job. I'm feeling the second job. And the second job, with the second job, you're going to be able to stash the money to the side. Okay? You probably tired of getting, small checks, probably paycheck after paycheck, and it's like, oh my goodness, like this is, this is so much for me. This could be that burden, all these bills piling up and stuff like that. Yeah, look at that, lack of money. So we're having financial issues we're in that time frame actually. Even if because I was watching this podcast, and this lady, she's out there, she do hair and everything like that, and her biggest worry is us. Let's get that real. This is a hairstylist. It could be on the sense of, you could have been that person that was racking up the money. You had a skill that everybody would need you. Everybody needs you to do their nails. Everybody needs you to do their hair or their feet, or someone always you're relying on other people's money source, right? And that's what she was dealing with. And now she got to really think about it. Oh, shoot, I got to find something that I don't have to just rely on other people to be paying me for. Okay. So you could have you could be balancing two jobs where you working a 9 to 5 along with trying to get a side gig. Okay. Basically, the small money that you're juggling at this current time, stash that one. Yeah. Don't use the big. Okay. So basically, whatever job, once you get the job, or whatever income that flows heavy for you, that has a lot, that's the one that you need to start stashing. That's the one that you can use, but then also pay yourself. So put a little bit, but then that second job that's little, they say the job that only put gas in your car type of energy. That's the money that you need to put to the side. You could be wanting to travel. You're trying to figure out, you're looking at everybody else like, I want to travel, I want to do this, I want to do that. And you looking at other people and like, well, they got that going on. Yeah, okay. Well, if so, start putting money to the side so you can do that. Okay. Spending too much money in the first round of business. So that first job, you trying to pay for your bills, you trying to pamper yourself along with trying to get on a vacation, and you got a whole bunch of things going on with one income. That's what I'm feeling. You got one income flowing, and that's the reason why you're lacking. You got to pick up another income. Okay, maybe you need to start using Groupon as well. Use some coupons. Look up some coupons. Look at some deals. Let's see, with the finance. He off the pill. Even real? Maybe somebody is taking pills. Your head hurt or something? Okay, you might have a headache later on today. There are often good brand products, but cheaper. So that's basically, instead of buying Frosted Flakes, you might have to buy, what frosted something. I don't know. I don't eat cereal like that, but I'm just giving you an example. Like, you could be in the store and you're a big brand person. I get that. I get it. you about your business. Someone got poor management, or it's poor management in the workplace. That's another reason why you trying to balance your life and trying to, like, you know what, you putting faith in where every day it's not even you. It's they be like, you better be glad I'm here. It's that type of energy. But also going back to the brand, so it could be on the sense of you spending a lot of money on, you know, name brand things, but you could save more with your money, because I'm feeling that we're lacking due to priorities. We're trying to catch up to the next. We're trying to stay fashionable, but hey, even the rich don't even wear their first name brand. The rich wear the cheapest stuff. I'm just gonna keep that honestly with you. Like, not saying they wear cheap. No, they wear good quality stuff, but they're not big on, oh, is that a horse, or is that is that the jump man type? No, they ain't worried about that. Long as it match, long as they come out match and got their creases in their pants and their clothes is clean, they smell good. Now, one thing they don't play with is the cologne, because I promise you not, I have all types of customers that comes in, and the rich be smelling good, okay? And that's one thing about it. If you worried about how to get yourself up there in the chain, stop buying all this high quality clothes that by the time you wash it, you're gonna have to get a new one. Or you be like, oh, you drop catcher, oh my god, I gotta go get another shirt. Please stop that. It's not that goddamn serious. That's why they made Downy. It's not that serious. Okay. Identity theft. So maybe you need to figure out the reason why your money is lacking is because you need to go check your account. Check your account. Start paying attention to your account. It could be fraud going on in your account as well, because you'd be like, oh, last time, um, it could have been like, last time I thought it was such and such amount of my money in this account, and then all of a sudden it's gone. It's in that type of energy. Yeah, like check your finances. You might have to call and dispute some charges on your account, some unauthorized charges. Okay, so get prepared for that. Once you do that, because I worked in the bank industry too. Once you do that, if you that person, like, because it seems like you only got one account, okay, or you got one source of income, pull some money out to the side for yourself before that, because they're gonna have to close your card. Okay, it's gonna take a look, like, what, 3-5 business days for the card to come. Sell 20 items to 14 people. So like I was saying before, we're trying to build up, and it's going right under the spending much money for first round. So you only got that one income. How you gonna get two incomes? Figure out something that people need. $20. Don't be breaking their pockets. Yeah, you might be running a little cheap, right? But guess what? Cheap is what's gonna get them people up in there. Okay. Or it could have been, okay, I see identity theft and selling. You could have told someone about, like I said, don't let your left know what your right is doing. You could have told someone your idea, right? And you gave them how much you're going to pay for it. How much. This person probably already, like I said, they're prepared before you are. This person planned how much money is going to flow. And it's like, yeah, this is a good idea. And they trying to take your idea. Identity theft, you know? This person doing, the only reason why, don't feel bad, the only reason why this person is trying to take your quote unquote ideas is because they're lacking money. They need money. They broke. They're saving. They're probably the one that is that overburdening person, like, overwhelmed with the money. Money ain't flowing their way. They probably got a job, lost the job, right? They probably lost their job while they were their day off, type of energy. Okay. Yeah, I'm feeling that. I'm feeling like you done told someone a new idea, and that person, sooner or later, they're just cooking up. They're trying to get the idea with them. You know? Okay? Offer help or advice. So this could, or I'm giving you an advice right now, as far as saying, your brands, you trying to figure out, like, how can I get my money to add up? It could be on the sense of you selling products. It could. You could be that person. You could be a fashion, a fashionista type. Okay, where everybody's so worried about what you wear, what you do and stuff. Start selling that shit. Start selling that shit for a good price. Okay, work smarter, not harder. Okay, so you trying to figure out what's going on, like where my money flow and stuff. People trying to take your ideas. You over there asking for advice, and they over there cooking up an idea. Oh, I like that, bro. I asked for advice, and you over there taking my idea. No, that's not what. That's why you got to be patient. Be patient, okay? Reduce your risk. Yes, reduce who you talking to. Okay, you could be buying items and stuff online, and that's probably how the identity theft came in. And then I say we need to start changing. Now I wouldn't say, it's a difference between buying used and new clothes. Okay, all right. So this could be you. This could be a new business that you're doing. You're very creative with your hands, right? So your second line of business is where you getting used stuff and flipping it and making it into new brand new things, giving it a high quality look. And now people are going to start buying it. Not only are you doing that, but you're doing it for a reasonable price. Okay. Maybe you need to start taking risks as far as in going out, and it's okay to go to a secondhand store. I know you like, ugh, some people love secondhand stores, okay? It depends, based on my location. You got to be cautious of what secondhand store. Every secondhand store is different. So you could be needing to go up there into them little richy rich areas, okay? Like we were talking about in the those high value areas. And then you'll find, oh, they got everybody in there in them secondhand stores. You over there in your hood scared to go to a secondhand store because you scared of people judging you. But over there in the little rich side, Sarah over there racking up. Okay? Adam over there with a buggy. You ain't never see Adam with a buggy. Adam with a buggy full of clothes or full of items, okay? That they about to decorate their new 3, 4 bedrooms, 6 bedroom. They got plenty of rooms. Yes, you got to think about that. Think before you donate. So someone could be it could be on the sense of marketing, as far as in, I feel like putting investments. Think before you invest, okay? I'm trying to think. Do I have? Yeah, okay. Put your money where it will do some good, okay? So basically, not just sit it in a bank account. You can put it in an investment form, add the money up. It could, oh, okay. So remember I was saying that little bit of money, stash it. Not only just stash it, but stash it into like a IRA account. Stash it into like your life insurance account. A live insurance account or something like that where it's benefiting you, okay? In the long run. Maybe you tired of being used and you about to bring in something new going on. This new endeavor is going to be your investment. You investing in yourself. A pharmacist. So you could be needing to go to a pharmacist. Like I said, you have a headache, or you're gonna catch something like you're gonna like basically have a cold or something in the sense of it's gonna cause you to go to your pharmacist. Okay. Let's see. Breaking your mission into specific goals. So you could be having a big goal in mind. Like I stated before, you're trying to get a house, you're trying to get a car. Okay, well, if that's so, have that, like they say, the brainstorming bubble, put that in the middle, the car. Now we're going to branch it off. Okay, what's going to lead us to right where in the center of this all. Okay, by doing that, they're saying you need to start canceling unused subscriptions, okay? Ask for a raise. If you can't get a raise, go get a job that has a better raise than what you already have, okay? The goal is to get that to money flow to income flow flowing through. Okay, let's see. One moment. I don't want my time limits. There we go. Okay. I know they got like a couple apps where you can see if you have subscriptions that you're not using and they're still slowly pulling money out. Like I stated before, it's not more, or it could be not just on the sense of identity theft, but you might think it's identity theft because you haven't used this person's business before in a minute, and you notice they're still pulling money out. Okay, it's something in that lines. Go and get that canceled or get it disputed. And be cautious of all these new subscriptions or apps that you're getting as well. You're taking big risks, okay? Just loading all your information and your card number and all this extra stuff. And not only that, sometimes you're not even loading your card number, but if you already have it in your phone, trust and believe they have it in their documents. Now they're probably not using it, and you're like, oh, that's illegal. You know how much illegal stuff is going on here, and people. Look, they're saying that we ain't even supposed to be putting down payments on cars, but guess what? Guess who do payments on the cars? Them brokies. I feel like it's really about your credit, and it's about your credit line. Okay, if that's what you're trying to worry about, if you're worried about that, then it's time for you to build up on that credit. Okay, your essence spreads like roots seeking the water. Okay, so basically getting down into your personal emotions because of they're saying the roots seek down to the water. So getting down to the root of you. You know, what makes your blood flow through your veins? That's what's going to make you get up early in the morning and be confident in yourself. Have faith in yourself that things are going to move accordingly. I'm sorry, I'm trying to fix myself. You know, trusting you totally. What's gonna be the root of it all? You probably thinking in your head. You've been having a lot of thought process. A lot of motivation. You motivate yourself a lot in your head until you start talking to other people, and then they kind of put you in the they'll be downer energy. Okay, let's see. Don't let people break you down. Can you imagine me in the world? All right. It's gonna rain. Can you imagine me? Ground yourself. The earth is holding your power. Go outside. Put your feet in the ground if you're feeling overwhelmed. Go work out if you're feeling depressed. Take a shower if you're feeling anxiety. Totally, finally. Can you imagine me? I admit it was hard to see being in love with someone like me. This could be you. You know, you didn't have, oh, you over there giving it to, you giving it to the universe, but you don't really got the faith the way you need it. But like I stated before, if you got faith that the sun gonna come up, you got faith that the moon is gonna be up here. So why you don't have faith in your own personal, growth? Okay. Wisdom lies in the dance of branches and the wind. Could needing to do some rain dancing, just releasing yourself, dancing, moving that sacral, that root, the solar, that all alive. Moving them hips. You could be doing yoga as well, working on opening the hips during yoga. Okay. But it's time to ground yourself. So go outside in nature. Okay. Gain the power. Look outside in the sun. Look up to the sky. Take that deep breath and life of air. Okay. It's given to us for free. Even though sometimes they be trying to charge us for it. Shit, they already charge us for water. Well, according to them, they charge water so that we can pay for the stuff to clean it out, you know. But if we continue to take care of the earth correctly, we won't have to clean shit because everything is supposed to be made exactly for us. But anyway, let's continue on. All right, so your essence spreads. So it's basically when you walk in a room, all attention flows on you. One moment, one moment. All right. Sorry about that. Kitty yos are getting up. First line is an Aries, so it's time to wake up. Be the first in the line. Aries is the first zodiac too, out of all the rest of them. Be the first one. Early bird get the worm. All right. So like your essence, when you walk in, everybody gravitates right along with you. People talk to you randomly. People want to just talk about exactly what's going on with their life. Okay, it's you. It's your energy. It's that fire that's in you. You know, not only that, but you leave. You see, I don't know if you can, yeah, you can see it a little bit. You see how the fire is firing up and then the speckles are just laying there, right? Like, even when you are up to the top, you still leave a little dust of you, you know, a little life of you. People still remember you. How about, let's just say that. People still remember you. Even people that you just walked in the room briefly, they remember your ass, okay? All right. Let's see. Release, okay? And that's that full moon energy. In this moment of complex and illusions, release what no longer serves you. So, yes, I understand you love the energy that people give you when it comes down to making moves and stuff like that. And you know, people, like I stated before, when you walk in with a purpose. Okay? Well, this is the moment that this could be where you leaving that job. Okay? You getting a better job. You're leaving a situation. You know, they're telling you to release, open up, look at the moon a little clearer. Full moon energy is always the release energy. We got the full moon coming in, right? I believe so. Okay. So, next one. Grounding yourself, the earth needs your power. So, basically, you have to you have to be grounded. You can't be the one who is immature. You feel me? That, because I was stating before, you know, you got someone who is mature with their emotions and someone that's immature with their emotions. You got to be the one that's grounded, okay? And this is probably something that people love, okay? Patience. That's why you grounded. Patience of Job, okay? Job got a lot. Job went through a lot of okay? And honestly, the reason why the story was told and was brought into the biblical level to let you know that even though you got a whole bunch of stuff piling up on you, you probably have a lot of burdens, lack of money going flowing in and out. You got to get money for your medicine. You don't even got money for medicine. You know what I'm saying? People stealing your money. You got identity theft. You got so much stuff going on with you, right? And that's the same thing as Job. You know, Job had one thing after another, after another, after another. But guess what? Even though he was a snail, okay, in this situation, he also, that snail had patience, okay? Slow down. Take care of yourself and know you are willing, you will arrive in perfect divining time. It's right on time. Like I stated before, you sitting here, you put all your faith into a situation, and then you like, well, when is gonna come? No, divine timing. Have patience. I'm pretty sure when Job had a whole bunch of things going on, like, God, Lord, I just went through a death. I'm going through another death again. I'm going through another death again. I lost my money too. I lost my house. I lost my car. It's like pile it up, I lost my stability of getting me. Maybe you had some flow of money as far as in getting medicine for your family and stuff. That's gone. You're realizing people stealing your social, stealing like a whole bunch of stuff, and it's just like one thing after another, and you feel like you're about to break. And I am telling you, it is not time for you to break. It is time for you to humble yourself. It is time for you to go in within yourself and go work on yourself. Yes, but do not break. That break is only for the devil to see your weakness. Don't let the devil see your weakness. Don't let that weakness be appeared, okay? All right? Patience. Have patience. Slow down. That's probably why your ass is like, you so quick to have fast money and slow money start moving slow. And you like, well, what is going on? Yeah, well, because you've been moving so fast, we gotta slow you down a couple knocks. We gotta put a couple notch into you where you gotta, I want you to take a moment to look at the moon. You move so fast you didn't even know it was a full moon coming up. You move so fast you didn't even pay attention to the stars that I always make sure that is out there. You move so fast you didn't pay attention to the sun that I allowed to rise up and keep the earth moving, and you were able to see outside. Okay? It's that type of energy. We're so used to things happening for us, and we expect things to happen for us, that when things start falling out of whack, things start getting windy in a moment, things start blowing away that you thought was supposed to be there. That's that time that is letting you know who are you depending on? Are you depending on this, or are you depending on me? You know? But can you be there when I need you most? That's probably what you're in. Like, man, can you be there when I need you the most? Maybe these are the people that you're worried about. These people that you be taking risks with. These people that always take risks on asking you for money. These people who be just calling you, blowing all their burdens and stuff. They're not even committed to you. You committed to them, but they're not even committed to your ass. Are you ready for that? Are you even... Okay, we got the earth element as well. So this is Virgo, Capricorn, and Taurus energy as well. Okay, strength. So strength is also, the earth is grounding, putting the feet in the ground. Okay, so strength, stay rooted and draw upon the earth's wisdom to navigate the challenges in your life. Okay, so like I was saying before, take the moment to cherish that sun showing, beaming on you. Yeah, it's hot as hell, but guess what? At least it's hot as hell. It could have not been there. And then what? You know, then what we gonna be like everybody else trying to create a whole sun and act like we're moving in God's element? Please, please, okay. We gotta have that strength, gain the strength, build the strength up. Okay. What's my time looking like? Yeah, we're gonna have to wrap this up. But yes, so having the strength. So even though things are just going in emotion, they're going back, and things are going dropping left and right, back and forth, up and down. You get what I'm saying? You could live in a two level home, or you live in I won't say layers. Maybe you feel like you're stacking up on a situation. Things are just stacking up, piling up on you. I'm feeling as though like your family's relying on you. They really are relying on you. They got a lot on you, and that's probably why you're trying to build up the strength. You know, Someone could be asking you something, you'd be like, really? You got that really? You see, like that really? You're really asking me that type of energy? You're tired of it. You're fed up. You're tired of your money flowing, your lack of money. Even though your money is slacking, you got a whole bunch of people. Hold on one second. Okay. So let's do some quick randoms. And then we're going to wrap that up because everyone is up in the house. Once a week, you need to take a spiritual bath. Once a week, you need to take a spiritual bath. Clear out that energy. Release that energy. Okay? Um, I'm feeling what is your strength that everybody ain't ready for? Patience. One thing about Job that, and that's why they say you got the patience of Job, because a lot of people couldn't go through the same thing that Job went through. They would have lost their life. Yeah, mentally sick. Okay, so people could have became mentally sick. Okay, or they was expecting this from you. They expect you to become mentally sick, or you're going through a mental, like you're not only with the mental sickness, it could be where you're self sabotaging yourself. If you're going through that, go take your bath. Go clear out that energy. Release that energy. You know, release it, release it, release it. Okay, random, random, random. They can't go where you're going. Like I stated before, you got a lot of people that's already prepared for your blessing before you even get there for you. How they ready for you? How they got their table ready? They got their placemat. They got their forks. They got their spoon. Shit, they even got a motherfucking plate for you. You don't even gotta get their plate. They got their plate. All you gotta do is just put it right here for me. How they doing that? They already ready for you. How they already got this stuff? They already know what's about to happen. They see it before you can. So it just takes you to have the strength, okay? Take the blindfold off. They're blinding you, okay? It's being blinded. You got the rose-colored glasses on. People don't want you to see, what's real and what's fake, okay? Let's see. Coming to you as a woman. Someone wants to come to you as a woman. This woman that's trying to come to you as a woman, they got a mental illness. This probably that really look. This woman could be an earth sign. Okay? They that's probably where you get that really look. Like, are you coming to me here? You need to go ground yourself, okay? You have a mental illness, boo boo. What is wrong with you? It's that type. That's what I'm getting. Where maybe this person is now seeing everything clear, or they're seeing how, quote unquote, they're seeing once a week you're tapping into your spiritual level. Once a week, they're seeing you develop higher and higher and higher, and this is killing them. It is killing them. Why? Because you're elevating. Why? Because they didn't think you were going to elevate higher than them. What? No. No, 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 no. What are you doing? What are you doing? Wait a minute. You're supposed to be down here with me. Where are you going? Where are you going? Okay? Someone's going to come to you. A woman is woman. You could be, this woman that they're coming to, or this woman is going to be coming to you. Okay? Use the moon to reset. Then I say it's time for you to release. Look at that moon. The full moon. Let's see. Where's the full moon? One moment. Bear with me. We're going to see what this full moon is so we can put this on our calendar. When I give you dates and stuff, because the only reason why I said it, because I do the same thing for myself. When I hear dates and stuff, I just put that thing right in my calendar. All right. So Thursday, July the 10th, 2025 at 4:37. We got numbers, so I'm gonna bring this out. We're gonna wrap this up soon, okay? So basically we are going through the wilderness center, okay, as far as in the buck moon. This is going to be the buck moon. That's funny because I was just watching something as far as in, and they were saying big girls be bucking. I'm not gonna go into too much details about that shit. But they was like, yeah, big girl be bucking. All right. So I need you to be a little bit more big, be bigger than the situation. Buck at them people who, be trying to test you out. Okay. And we got 4:37 was the time. Let's see if we can find that number real quick for us. All right. 4:37. Your angels are supporting you by manifesting miracles. I love it because that's basically what I was stating before. At the beginning of the day, you got something moving. You got something moving. You decided to put it in the faith of the universe. You decided to put the faith in your higher self. You know what I'm saying? And you let it be there. And they're saying, guess what? Your angels are here to support you. Not only support you, but we're here to help you manifest the miracles that you were asking for. That car that you was asking for, that house that you was asking for. That's what, we're here. We're here. We heard you. We see it. But I need you to move certain people out your way though, because guess what? These are vultures. These are here. They out here to come to attack you. Okay? I'm trying to see if there's any more information on the buck moon. So basically the buck moon is going to reach its highest point, okay? So let's reach to our higher element, our highest level, okay? Don't buck at it. It could be a situation where, you're like, ugh, I don't know if I want to. Don't do that. Don't do that, okay? This person could come to you July the 10th as well, okay? Come to you at night. All right. Don't buck down from this motherfucker. This person is just mentally ill. Okay. They got an issue. They got issues. They're probably just now seeing the truth of what it is. They're just now seeing things from what it is. And they're in denial. It's that denial area. Let's dice this up real quick. Put our little sprinkle of seasoning on this. And then we're going to close this out. All right. Honestly, it's nothing left to say. It's going to be in that energy where I don't have nothing else to say to you. Okay. All right. So we have the number 5. We got 2 Virgos up in here. So we got, because Virgos always be in their thought process. They're really quick. They're logical thinkers. So you got 2 people probably trying to think logic about this situation. You got the 5, so change. So you're thinking logical about these changes, these movements. Like I'm thinking smart, not harder. Remember that card did come out. Okay. And then we got the moon. So your moon could be in a Virgo, or you're moving in your Virgo, you could be a Virgo and you're moving in your moon sign at this current time. So you're trying to figure out why things are going in place and stuff. Also, when you're listening to readings, don't always just go based on your, at least know your top 3. Okay. So don't be, oh, well, I'm a Virgo or I'm an Aquarius. So I'm just going to watch Aquarius and Virgo or, stuff like that. Don't do that. Don't do that. You carry other elements, okay? That's why you need to go into your natal chart and study it and practice it. But there's stating here that as far as in the moon, that change is going to come, all right? Then we have the Mercury. Mercury is also communication, and it also rules in Virgo as well, in Gemini. So Gemini, Virgo, it could be some communication that's coming in, that's flowing. Okay. Someone could be trying to be a little bit more intellect with their speeching. So they might be using a little bit of big words. They did their research before they talk to you. Okay. They didn't just come to you all freely. They most definitely did their research. All right. Then you got 3. 3 is support. So having some support, having someone in the middle of this conversation with you, or this person that's going to be coming to you Um, this woman who's going to come to you could be having the mental illness and they need your support. Okay. And then you got 5-3. 5 plus 3 is 8. So 8 is balance. So bringing balance in, bringing a flow in the energy, right? And then you got the Saturn, which is Capricorn, rules in Capricorn. And that's basically having some restrictions, stability. Um, I'm trying to think what else. Tradition. So basically, we have Virgo, Gemini, Capricorn, and then the other elements that I did speak of before. So you could be moving in the moon of Virgo, the moon in Capricorn. This is your moon in Gemini, or your 5th or your 3rd house are Capricorn, Gemini, or Virgo. Let's do our little fortune. Let me do you all night long. Okay. Any ideas seriously entertaining tends to bring about the realization in yourself. So once you start being very creative with yourself and mastering your own your own creativity, okay? You will learn a little bit more new things about yourself, okay? So it could be a sense where someone is going to come to you and they're going to need some advice, right? And you're going to have to tap into yourself. You got to tap into that little God in you to give this person the advice that they need. And you'll be like, dang, I didn't know I could talk like that. Dang, I didn't know I think like that. It's that type, you know? You don't know until you get yourself into it. You don't know until you put your foot out there in the water too, okay? All right. Want to catch the fish? You must go home and build the net. It starts with you first, okay? You want to know how to catch up or get things flowing in life? You got to first know how to elevate. You got to first know how to I'm almost done. Sorry. You got to first know how to elevate. You got to first know how to start with you. You start with you first. Learn how to not be that immature, quick tempered. Know how to balance yourself emotionally. Okay, learn that. Okay, so or it's more of like work harder, not work smarter, not harder. So if you want to know how to catch that goddamn fish, go out there, go back home. Basically, go back to your source, go back to yourself, and figure out how you gonna get to where you want. Stop asking everybody else. This didn't say go to the store and go get the goddamn net. No, they said go home and go build the net. So you already got the information. It's already in you. It's implanted right there in you. So what are we doing? Okay, let's do some numbers real quick. This could be your age or this could be your age. This could be the year, the last 2 years of your birth. It could be dates as well. So, okay. So we have 8, 53, 42, 2, 51, and 34. I ain't do the numbers on here either. So we're going to do that again. 8, 53, 42, 2, 51, and 34. Then we got 53, 4, 19, 20, 13, 16. 53, 4, 19, 20, 13, and 16. Okay? Alrighty. Well, I hope that it reached you this far. If so, make sure you like, subscribe. And if anything resonated with you or you felt any growth behind this movement of faith that we got going on, DDA in the chat. Until next time, bye.